Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to the Let's Play of Surviving Mars. Let's load in the last save game, which we were playing as India. Cool, there we go. What have we got here? Ah, that's our rover. Slowly loading up, good. So we had started off in this particular region here. Just let me zoom out fully. So that's the region there, is where we started off on. We're slowly, steadily getting an understanding of actually what else is available in the region. The one thing I'm missing at the moment really, of course, is a good source of... Ooh, that's useful. Good source of water. So the only ways for getting water at the moment is basically the evaporators, and that's not ideal, but if that's the way of things, then that's the way of things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a few more of those water evaporators if I can. I've got a few more in-house anyway, so yeah, why not? Best place? Maybe not, but yeah, okay. It will do. Alright, let's get the clock running. Now, luckily what we see here, this metal deposit here is within reach of our drone hub, so that is automatically catered for. Yeah, this needs some maintenance. As you can see, it's relatively close to needing that maintenance. This metal place is pretty much full. It's not full, but it's getting close to full. So this one can't reach that. Can that one reach? No. Okay. So let's unload this first off. Maybe put another deposit thing here. Metals. Let's put that one. Let's put them here. Yeah, it should be easily within reach. So. One for metals. Let's set up one for concrete as well. At least the drones will be able to move stuff around that way easily. That's all within reach. Good. So if these get to be full, at least we can move the stuff to the other ones. Probably want to do the same with food and machine parts. So machine parts,
Sector
and of course
scanned.
electronics,
Anomaly found.
and of course also polymers. This one has it unloaded? No, it still needs to unload some of it, but that's fine. As you can see, they're already reallocating some of this stuff to here. So the Explorer here is ready to go. Perfect. Now there's another one up there, but this is the, if I'm not mistaken, that's a mystery. Yeah, anomaly. There's more metals here, very high quality, which is good. But that's the pure metals. In actual fact, that creates another reason to, of course, have bases in this region here. I'm kind of inclined to basically build them on this side of things. Now, one of the things that would be useful as well, again, here is, of course, a sensor tower. Those are always useful to have, and it looks like it might be useful to have some of these recharge stations in various locations here as well. They just give a spot where we can easily and quickly charge up our drones. This one needs polymers. Okay, that's fine. Now what's our position in terms of polymers? Okay, I should be able to get that info panel up. So polymers, I'm still at 20. Electronics at 5, so I need to really start looking into getting some of those extra materials. So what can I do here? I can of course get some prefabs. Moisture evaporators of course are a prime item I need to get my hands on. But of course I also need to get my hands on, for example, polymer factory. With water and fuel, machine parts from metals, and electronics from rare metals. Okay, so I'm going to be working on the rare metals, so that's good. How expensive is that? 600. Well, okay, I'm gonna hold off on the... Do I want to do the electronics? Maybe. I do, of course, need a few more of those straight up. As you can see, it might be well worth it to basically postpone buying that one. As you can see, electronics are quite valuable. Funding 1.5 billion. Yeah, let's launch this one for now, I think. But let's get one extra drone in there as well. As you can see, there's more metals here. But like I said earlier, it's good to be able to, of course, get access to these.
We found signs of native life.
Ooh. Ooh, extra funding or extra applicants. Which shall we go for, the extra funding or the extra people? Let's get the extra applicants in place. So if I go for this one here, what's it going to cost me? It looks like this is relatively cheap compared to the other one. Now, one of the things you'll see, of course, is that there's the access tunnels, access points. Unfortunately, I cannot align them such that they're basically focusing in on the region north of us. So concrete, metals and polymers. Yeah, I guess that should work. Now let's hook that up, of course, to power. Let's also hook it up to water and electricity. And one of the things, of course, I said I was going to do is, of course, get access to yeah, some housing. That's exactly what we're doing here. The anomaly was successfully analyzed, which is great. But that's, of course, this one here. And we, of course, do want to basically go for scanning the other ones as well. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to, of course, build a mine here. What's the position in terms of electricity? So we got production and this outstripped by demand at the moment. Quite strongly. But yeah, I do need to basically build some extra storage facilities for electricity then. Maintenance is polymers. I think it might be good if I basically got some kind of polymer factory there as well. That's polymer deposits, good. These don't need maintenance, luckily. That's at least one thing. Concrete. Alright, if I pick up my body here and I go to the concrete, I should quite easily be able to pick up concrete from there. The site is being cleared, so yeah, there has to be a bit of clearing that we need to do here, as you can see. Not a lot, but any little bit of clearing that needs to be done, of course, is gonna help us here.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Alright. This is the Earth-Mars Initiative. Increase the research provision by a sponsor, which is basically increased by 100, which is great. Speeds up the entire process somewhat. Next one here we're working on is, of course, the turbines. Okay, what do we want to do afterwards? Fungal farm. Okay. Yeah. For the moment that should do. Is it full? It is full indeed. So what we are going to do is we're going to unload it in here. I'll actually do it in there because for some
Pipe
reason I
leak
can't.
reported.
Okay, that's fine. Let's deal with it as we come
Sector scanned.
across it. Okay, nothing found there, which is a bit of a pity. Okay, and some progress there, which is nice. Let's again put another charging dock right next to here. Makes life a bit easier later on. Alright, let's unload into here. As you can see, there's concrete here, but it's not ideal yet. Right, this one is ready to land, it looks like. Unloading this should be a relatively quick one. Again, water production is quite key. So consumption, what do I need? I need polymers to construct it, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Building not working. Why not? Production and demand are not in alignment with each other, it looks like. They are far out of alignment, it looks like. Alright, let's build a few more of these. Right, these of course require purely metals, which we should have in abundance. No, it doesn't want to unload. That's fine, let's do it over here then. That's exactly what we got these for, these transports, to be able to of course quickly load and unload stuff like that. Should be within reach already, so I'm not sure why that hasn't been emptied yet, but okay. Either way, this drone should be assigned to there.
Sector scanned.
Machine parts, why do you leave it just on the floor? I just only reassigned you, that's all. Oh well. That is full of metals already. So this one should be getting priority, really. For some reason it's spreading it out. Alright, this should get now prioritized again. Nice. Lots more on the floor, on the ground. It's a bit on the slow side, as you can see. It's not the fastest, but It is still extracting it steadily. Right, maybe I should prioritize some of these constructions here as well. Just because I'm always short of electricity, it looks like. Even at the moment, when we're basically at peak efficiency, it's not sufficient. Medium priority, that one. It's fine. Oh, let's load this up further. Still a bit more to be picked up there. Right, where else can we go here? We're scanning that at the moment, so let's go into that region itself. Why is... okay, it's got 4 drones assigned to it.
Sector scanned.
Let's just put it there. We'll be putting it really, really close to where it should be. Nothing found. That's a pity. That's an absolute pity. Oh well. Charge up on here first. Production per soul, which is good. So that one's full, it looks like, of waste rock. This one is steadily filling up. Right, as you can see, we're steadily building up a little stockpile there of all the materials that we need. Once that's full, of course, we'll basically deposit everything all at once. Right, that one is ready to discharge, or unload out, maybe I should say. So what we're storing here, I'm not going to be storing any rare metals here. I'm going to ban that. Okay, there we go. It is done. I'm going to do the same here, really. I will not be storing any concrete, really, here. Nor any rare metals. Food is fine, yeah. Still steadily filling up, as you can see. Concrete is, yeah, there is concrete there, but it's not not the main deposits there, really. Not the main biggest deposit, maybe I should say. Alright, that one's empty again. Let's go and load up on all these remaining metals here. Yes, I know the drone load is heavy, which is fine. 55.60. It's a pretty decent size one, that. Here, more stuff that we can actually, of course, pick up. At least I hope to pick up. Prioritize these as well. So yeah, if I can basically speed up that process somewhat, that's always welcome, always helpful. This one is getting closer to being ready. It just needs more concrete. Pretty sure I deposited lots of concrete here earlier, but yeah, that is not indefinite. So this one's primary role is initially basically getting that mine up and running. Underground rare metals. And then I'll basically hook that up to another dome, which I'll build over there, I think. Is there a particular length to these tunnels? Share power and life support. Passengers must start or end in an empty hex inside a dome. Colonists can work or use a service dome. Maybe block an object.
Research complete. Sector scanned.
Of course, the dome is not ready yet. That's probably the main reason. So we finished. Oh, did I finish something? I did. Not sure what I finished though. Alright, evaporators is of course on the line there as well. Now robotics is getting lots of extra bits here. This is quite useful, speeds up the entire movement process. Looks like there's lots of metals on the surface here, which is great. Should steadily fill up, of course, our storage capacities here. But again, polymers is one of the things we need. This one I'll send back. I don't need to keep all of the rockets on the planet. I haven't had need for Moxie. So turn it on again. Same with this one, but of course that needs maintenance. It needs heavy maintenance. Or it's in desperate need of maintenance, maybe I should say. In my previous Let's Play I kept on running into issues with, of course, not having enough storage capacity. Well, maybe storage capacity is the wrong word of using here. I kept on basically being told I didn't have enough metal. That's of course not storage capacity, it's basically to do with the fact that I basically have certain resources that I need, which I just didn't have access to. So I did build a metal mine to basically alleviate that issue, but yeah, that didn't really help there. Okay, so tunnel is coming as an option, I think.
Milestone achieved.
Cool. I do need to build, of course, living quarters within there. I do also need, of course, have an option for people to basically have food. So a grocer is typically always one of the key ones you want to have. A security one is, of course, something you could go for. For the moment, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and do some other things in there first. An open air gym, no. I could do a spire in the center potentially. What is this? What kind of spire is sanatorium? There's quite a bit of maintenance that needs though.
Sector scanned.
This looks quite interesting, having a bit of a lake there.
Cable fault reported.
Okay, cable fault is quite a bit of an issue if you basically, of course, have only that cable to rely upon. But luckily that's not the case in any of what I'm doing, so that's good. So if I'm looking at life support, I of course want to be able to do fungal farm or some at least food production. Ah yes, before I forget, food production. Not research lab, but food production. Where is that again? Pretty sure we had an option for that. Security station, grocer. Is it in here? Yes, there. Hydroponics farm.
We have a power shortage.
All right. Maybe I should invest in more of these. And of course that requires machine parts, and machine parts are not really one of the things I've got a lot of at the moment. Storage, I need to basically do something about production. As you can see, we do have a polymer factory here. Maintenance, again, that requires machine parts, and machine parts are all based upon electronics I need. Okay. Alright, let's get this rare metal extractor up and running. Available resource. Can build that really, really close, as you can see, to the rest of the stuff I need there as well. Now this should,
Sector
as far as
scanned.
I'm aware, only need electricity. But yeah, as you can see, it needs machine parts as well. Gosh. Yeah, I do need to set up some other things here as well. Polymer factory being one of them. Alright, let's build that here as well. Alright, let's get the first passenger rocket up and running. But before I do that, let's close and pause this for a second. So let's look at basically getting that first passenger rocket. Sex doesn't matter really. Perks. Age group. I don't want seniors at the moment. Ideally, I don't want to have these as well. I want to have adults, not necessarily youths yet, just purely adults. And as you can see, my pool of potential people is pretty big. 263. So that's good. Flaws. Alcoholics, I want to avoid those for the moment being. Gamblers. Gluttons. Yeah, okay, we can work with that, I guess. Alright, let's launch that rocket first. I probably want to set up a second one there. Let's set up more living quarters here though. Get the show on the road first. Alright, this one is full now. Can easily deposit more stuff there. increasing the game speed a little bit. It'll be a while before that rocket gets here anyway, so... And it's only got 12 passengers on board, which, okay. It's not quite what I was expecting, but yeah, okay. We can live with that. Let's, to be on the safe side, set at least a food storage here. So at least the excess food can be stored somewhere. Yeah, building not working. Yeah, I can imagine that it's not working. Okay. Machine parts is pretty okay for the moment. Fuel is probably one of the worst ones. We're steadily filling this one up here as well. Alright, let's pick up more of that concrete and move it to here, I guess. Just because, yeah, we have pretty bad shortage here. Do we need a second rocket with people? Potentially. So how many people can actually live there? 14. Okay. So it might potentially be well worthwhile to get a second rocket. We need to first make it sustainable. Water, oxygen, and food for 10. Okay. So I need to actually maybe get some more wind turbines. So total water production, total water demand, they're not really in sync with each other. So I probably need to basically install a few more of these here. I've got one there, I've got one there. I probably could put one here. Shouldn't be too close to each other. Alright, let's unload this one onto there. Alright, that's steadily filling up.
Pipe leak reported.
Pipe leaks should be rectified relatively quickly, no matter what. Right, let's unload this one here then. And let's pick up the extra stuff we come across here. Alright, that one's still charging. Nothing new in terms of what we can do in terms of research.
Milestone achieved. Sector scanned.
Anomaly found. Good. RC rover, RC explorer, which is good. Can explore that anomaly there. Looks like a worthy goal. Good. Let's send this one down. Uneven terrain. Okay. Storage here as well of rare metals.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Cool.
New colonists have
As you can see,
arrived.
the colonists are straight away streaming into here. This one should get priority. Botanists, no specialization, and no specialization again. Grocery shop, which of course is a welcome addition. And we should start seeing that this rocket will be emptied of any food supplies. So they should go into, of course, the grocery shop to start off with, but also we should start getting some food from the crop here, I think. Okay, can only have one shift here. Sorry guys, where are my people? Let's shut this down for the moment. Ah, there we go. Geologist. Where have
Get up
they
close
gone?
and personal with Mars, and you'll find it's anything but barren. We found another treasure in the form of a small deposit of a germanium-rich mineral.
Okay. Really? Very high. Ooh, that's good. That most definitely is good. Alright, let's have a look where those people are working now. No specialization, no specialization. So I got in the factory here, of course. Scientists here, geologists. I should of course have a medic somewhere at least. So I need to basically build a not a nursery, but a infirmary. Of course there should be a small fountain. Is that a one square one? There we go. Gives people a chance to relax, do stuff outdoors, etc., etc.
Cable fault reported.
Alright, that one should give me higher priority than the other one. I think that makes sense if we do that. So polymers, I'm producing those, and what do we use as an input? We produce 2 per... okay. Well, maybe I should have this one turned on and not the other one. After people started leaving and started working there, they should have done. Botanist, perfect. Yeah, our crop is steadily... it's doing okay, I think. 5 out of 5, and there should be an extra 2 there. Okay. Should I have a second food production tower? Maybe. Unless, of course, there's a second shift on there, but will that make a difference? Maybe not. This is producing per sold 2.1, which is good. Ah, there's going to be waste rock as well. Okay, so I need to have some waste rock storage facilities here as well. Didn't expect that, but okay, if that is to be the case, then that's to be the case. Alright, where is this one? That one is up there. Let's send it back down here to, of course, unload. This one's loading still there, which is great. I still got 9 of them set. Okay. Founder stage remaining duration is 8 souls and 20 hours, which is fine. I can live with that. Anyways, guys, looking at the clock, it's about time for us to call it a day. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we've basically built our first dome in this episode. And of course, we've got our first people on here. Births are allowed. Birth control. comfort is too low. Use passengers for work, use passengers for services, accept colonists. Anyways, guys, like I said, thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.